Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we're 27 INC. We break down marketing in a way that actually makes sense.
Today, we are talking about influencer marketing, what it really is, how it works, and how agencies actually run campaigns behind the scenes. So, if you are a brand, a founder, or just someone curious about this space, this one's for you. Because influencer marketing is everywhere right now. But honestly, most brands still don't fully understand how it actually works.
They don't know who to choose, they don't know how much to pay, and they definitely don't know how to structure campaigns.
So, in this video, we are breaking it down step by step from influencer types to pricing, workflow, mistakes, everything. So, let's get into it.
So, the first question that brands usually ask is what type of influencer should we work with?
There are 4 types of influencers. Nano influencers. Nano influencers have a small audience but high trust. Second, micro influencers. They build niche communities with strong engagement. Macro influencers drive engagement and awareness. And then comes celebrity creators. They drive massive visibility at scale. Now let's address the biggest confusion: pricing. How much should brands actually pay influencers?
A lot of brands either overpay or undervalue the creators. Pricing depends on the followers, the engagement rate, platform, deliverables, and the usage rights. And sometimes a smaller creator with strong engagement will outperform a larger one. So don't pay for followers, pay for the impact that they make. Now let's talk about the mistakes because they're very, very common. According to you, what are the major mistakes that brands do?
Number one mistake, and the most common mistake, is choosing influencers only by follow accounts. Second, no contracts. Brands usually do not sign a contract mentioning the clear deliverables with the influencers, which leads to confusion. Third, unclear briefs. And second, not tracking results. If you're not tracking performance, you're basically just guessing your campaign results.
In addition to what you said, what I think most people do is people also confuse influencers and content creators a lot. A content creator focuses on producing quality content, meanwhile an influencer focuses on influencing decisions. The best collaborations happen when someone can do both. So now tell me one thing, what is that one thing one person should consider while selecting the best influencer for their brand?
First and the most important aspect is to check if the influencer's audience matches your target audience, because honestly nothing else matters. Then look at their engagement rate, past brand collaborations, reliability, communication, and pricing, because reach without relevance doesn't work.
What most people think is that influencer marketing is just sending products and posting reels. But behind the scenes, it's emails, it's negotiations, it's briefing creators, reviewing scripts, shoot approvals, revisions, coordination, and finally campaign launches. It's creative plus operations together. So what, according to you, is the correct campaign workflow that a brand should follow?
So a typical campaign follows a system. Identify creators, shortlist the best creators, outreach, negotiate with the influencers as per your budget and what suits them, share the brief, follow the shoot process, and then comes the approvals. After approvals, they publish the video and you track their performance. No system means consistency.
Surprisingly, nano influencers are doing really well today because audiences trust them more. Higher engagement, lower cost, stronger local influence. Smaller audience means stronger connections. So what do you think? In today's time, do followers do not matter at all?
Follow count alone does not define influence. We are seeing smaller creators outperform big accounts simply because their audience is active. Remember the rule: higher influence, not numbers.
So what do you think? What actually happens after a brand successfully hires a good content creator or an influencer?
Before influencer marketing, brands often struggle to break through the noise. Low reach, limited engagement, and content that used to feel like just another ad. After the right collaborations, visibility grows organically. Through authentic storytelling, creators introduce the brands in a way that feels natural, relatable, and part of a real conversation, not forced promotions.
What should be a brand's checklist while they're selecting an influencer for the brand?
First, consistency. A good influencer shows up regularly, not just when there's a paid partnership. Consistency builds trust and keeps their audience genuinely invested. Second, strong storytelling. It's not just about aesthetic posts, it's about how well they can naturally include a brand into their content without making it feel forced. Third, active engagement. Do they reply to their comments? Do they spark conversations? Real influence shows in two-way conversation, not just likes. And finally, community over numbers. A smaller, loyal audience that trusts the creators will always outperform a large but disengaged following.
That was a really insightful checklist. What I know is that a strong brief can make or break a campaign. It should include brand tone, key messages, do's and don'ts, deliverables, deadlines, and users' rights. Clear briefs mean fewer revisions and better results. Now, let's move on to some myths that brands have in their mind while choosing an influencer. So, I would like you to put some highlight on some myths that brands have.
First, influencers are always expensive. Not at all true. There are nano and micro influencers who deliver incredible ROI at a fraction of celebrity costs. Only celebrities work is also false. Celebrities bring visibility, yes, but niche creators often bring stronger engagement and higher trust, which can drive faster and better conversions. One post will go viral. Definitely false. Influencer marketing isn't a lottery ticket, it is a long-term game. The real magic happens with consistency, repeated exposure, and a clear strategy. When brands collaborate regularly and align messages with the right creators, that's when awareness turns into trust and trust turns into sales.
So, it brings us to the end. Influencer marketing isn't just collaborations, it's a strategy, planning, structure, and execution. And when done right, it becomes one of the strongest growth channels for brands. If you found this helpful, follow 27INC for more marketing breakdowns like this. We'll see you in the next video. Like, share, and subscribe.